How's it going, Sha?
It's not too bad. How are you doing?
I'm good. I'm good. I am excited this week. I feel like I'm watching my kids level up in a,
Oh,
you know. My son starts high school.
oh wow.
My daughter got into two AP classes.
Ooh,
So she's gonna be one of two sophomores in like a class with all like juniors and seniors in two different classes.
that's great.
Um, they are both as of this recording, they are both getting their braces removed today. Real talk.
Man. Oh boy. You
Yeah.
you you're releasing monsters out into the wild.
Yo, real talk. Fully formed, the ego about to get elevated, you know? Yeah, it's a thing. And I feel like I heard Aiden's voice drop a little more this week.
Oh no.
Yeah,
In
yo.
a squeaky way? Does he still have the
No,
the
the squeak
the
was
edge?
there.
Oh, okay. The edgy like there's a way that like when the voice drops, but there's still like an element of squeak around the edges.
I would say that was what he was going
Was
through until now.
Okay, so now
Yeah.
it's just full on.
Yeah, he got bass now. Like
Okay.
he was still cracking before. Like
Okay.
he didn't know his power. He was just like and shit
Right.
like that. Like if for me to mimic it, it hurts.
Yes.
You know.
Okay.
But he has this thing and like me and Gabby noticed it because he does this thing he does where like he's been doing this since he's like 4,
Mhm.
where every time he finishes taking a shower, he comes out the bathroom and like yells like "Hello, family," you know. That shit fire, yo. Real talk. My man is wild.
Oh,
But
wow.
I'm talking like every time. If he walks out the bathroom, he just yells out, "Hello, family." Like there was a day where like he didn't know I was home and he still did it by himself. He
That's
just
so
straight
funny.
straight up. He just yelled because I know I freaked him out because I respond. I say, "Hello, son," and like you know what I mean. So like it freaked him out that day that he heard it. He's like, "Oh shit."
Oh my god.
Straight up. But yeah, like this like week when he comes out the bathroom and he says it, like me and Gabby been like, oh shit, like he can't go high no more. He's still loud, but he
Right.
can't go high pitch no more, you know? So yeah, yo, it's been a pivot.
Oh, man, I love when children are weird.
Hell yeah, yo.
And I mean, in a good way, and I think everybody did some weird thing.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, but I just love when it's just, like, unabashedly, like, "This is what I do,"
Straight
um,
up.
around, and it's just like, "Great, okay," especially when you can do it around people who aren't like, "What's your problem?" When it's just like,
Yo.
"No, yeah, that's just what he does," is
Mm-hmm.
I love it. I love it so much.
I have to give him full credit with that. Like, I don't know when he like got there, but
Mhm.
there's like a comfort he has in his weird that I am blown. I don't think I know I didn't have at that age. Like
Right.
he has shit that like he acknowledges. He's like, yeah, I don't care. Nobody does this. I do this,
Mhm.
and like it's just him. Like we went to the high school. He had like orientation day a week before it opens,
Mhm.
and I went to pick him up, and I pull up in my car. This is you're a freshman, new school. You don't know anybody.
Right.
So I'm thinking, my era as a high school kid, if I don't know anybody, I'm trying to play it cool,
Mhm.
like being subtle. My mom picking me up. I don't really want to make a lot of noise.
Right, right.
I'm pulling up to the front of the school. I called him like, yo, where you at? He's like, oh, you gonna see me. And he's like waving his arms gankily and shit. Like he's doing it. And I'm like, why are you doing awkward shit? He's like, because if I did normal shit, you wouldn't see me. He's like, so I'm doing it weird so that you notice me. And like the logic is solid, but also like you don't know any of these people. You just doing like weird arm motions in front of in front of the school. He's like, yeah. He's like, I'll figure out them later. They gonna know I'm cool later. But like, I needed you to find me. But yeah, like stuff like that would have like freaked me out to like do
That's
that.
wild because that's so your logic.
Yeah,
That's
like
literally a thing. I mean, like, he's That's such a Gastor thing.
They passed me.
Yeah,
They're
they just
there.
know they just evolved from what you've given them. They've just taken it and they've evolved. They've
Real
evolved
talk.
it. Like, yeah, that comfort or whatever, but it truly comes from you on the inside and also just observing what you do and how you are. Like, you literally for a living get on stage and flail about
It's fair. It's fair.
in your own way. So
Five
he's
days a
like,
week.
"Oh, this is how people are gonna notice. I need you to notice. This is how I do that for right now."
I was blown away by it. I was like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "I need you to see me." And I was like, "Okay, all right." I can't argue. It worked. Like
Alright.
everything about. He's the first kid I saw, and there was like 100 kids in front of that school. Spotted him right away. Like, yep, you're right. It worked 100%.
Oh, he's gonna be the king of that school in 4 years.
Oh man, but yeah, I'm hyped. They're like, they're sincerely like maturing.
Mhm.
They're getting older, and like, yeah, like, they're both gonna be like people.
Yeah,
You know, it's pretty trippy.
congrats. Congrats. You got
Thank you.
2 people living in your house. Ain't that some
Yeah.
shit?
Yo, real talk. Like, it's just like, yo, you just a roommate at this point, my G.
Right.
You just another dude, you know?
Oh my god.
Oh yeah. I know I'm definitely noticing that he's like a man in terms of appetite.
Oh, right.
Straight
Right.
up. I made some like breakfast burritos and I made four. You know, there's four of us. I made four breakfast burritos.
Mhm.
While I was in the floor making them, I asked Michaela, "Hey, you want one?" She's like, "Actually, I'm not hungry." I said, "Cool." Gabby said, "I'll taste it, but I don't know if I want a full one, but I'll do that." Aiden
Mhm.
said, "Yeah, I'll try one." Aiden ate three of them. Real talk. Like, just by himself, just in the flow of it. And he didn't ask for more until after the second one. Like, the
Oh,
first two was
wow.
just like,
Off rip.
yeah, he was like, I needed that. Like, I don't like, my body didn't even stop to process what
Right.
was
Now
happening.
I'd like another one to taste it,
Yeah,
please.
real talk. He's like, oh yeah, like, I don't know if I enjoyed that, but like, for sustenance, it needed to happen. It- I was like, bro, like me and your mom are splitting a burrito right now, my G. Like, you know how wild that is, bro? Like, I was hungry. I got up to cook. I offered because I'm a parent. I care, but I
Right.
ain't mean to like lose out 3-1 to you. You know what I mean? Also, there's other people. Like, I
Right.
asked Michaela. You didn't ask Michaela. You ain't know what the situation was.
Oh my
And
god.
he's like, nah. And like, that's what I've been talking with my sister a little bit more because she's starting her master's. She's 23,
Mhm.
and like, I've been talking with her a lot more about like adult life, and that's kind of what I've told her is like the transition that's going to happen over the next few years. That
Right.
like, there's when you're a teenager, the thing that I realize is that you're physically already looking like an adult, your voice
Mhm.
is there, and you want the freedom that comes with that, but you don't realize that there are things that you need to survive that up until this point you just assume are,
Right.
you
Right.
know, that like, I know for a fact my son has never thought about how eggs show up. He
Mm.
just knows there's a breakfast
There will be
burrito.
eggs.
Yeah, there will be eggs. Like, this is gonna get resolved by other, and he doesn't, not even that, he doesn't even know it's a problem.
Right.
Like, he it's just there. And like, you're starting to realize that they're like, oh, I'm the one that does those things.
Right,
You know
yeah.
what I mean? Like, I have to go do that.
The egg fairy is gone.
Yeah. How did this happen before? You know? So yeah, like, we've Gabby's done a really good job. I have to give her credit of building in their habits. Like, they throw out the trash, each of them. On Saturdays, they like do that duty. They have dishes are assigned to one of them for the week. Bathroom is the other one. They
Mhm.
do their own laundry now for like 10 years.
Oh, good.
They have like a lot of the habits that like when they're on their own, they're gonna realize like, oh, I already know how to do some of this stuff.
Right.
Um, but like, there's definitely things that like I noticed that like Oh yeah, he has no idea how this is happening. Like I feel like he just showed up into my kitchen and like, oh yeah, this is what happens. It's just
Yeah, I
burritos
just
here.
walk in the room and breakfast burritos are there.
Yo,
It's breakfast time.
real talk. It makes sense.
Yeah.
Every other time I wake up, there's this, you
Mhm.
know? And I remember like, yeah, like yo, that was I was proud that like I made something edible.
Right, yeah.
I hadn't
It's a
cooked in a
good thing
while.
that those worked out.
Yeah, I was
What's
like,
in
okay.
your breakfast burrito?
Oh yeah, thank you. I was proud. So yeah, I'll go into this. So
Mhm.
first, um, I uh I had eggs that
Okay.
I made with a special butter.
What?
Yeah, I got this garlic onion butter from a bagel place in the city.
Beautiful, love it.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
So I did that. So the eggs were really popping. Um, I
So you
did
cooked, like, what, you scrambled the eggs in that butter?
yeah.
Okay, got it.
So it had like it has some veggies, some flavor.
Mhm.
I did chorizo, Mexican chorizo.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I did oven roasted potatoes, little
Oh,
cubes. Yeah,
okay,
real
alright.
talk. And then those were left over from the dinner. Everything else was made fresh.
Okay.
So I reheated those in the oven, and then cheese and I did it on a wrap. I got like a
Right.
Mexican keto wrap kind of thing,
Okay.
and I put it on that. And yeah, we threw down. I did some with one without cheese for Michaela.
Mhm.
Hot sauce on the one that I made for Aiden. You know what I mean?
Not that that slowed him down at
At
all.
all. Did not notice. I was like, I just real. That's how I knew it was wild because like I was like, yo, like each of these were made different. You know what I
Right.
mean? And you just
Oh,
real talk.
oh.
I asked, I was like, "What'd you think?" He was like, "Oh, they good." I'm like, "But how are they different?" He like, "I didn't know." He's like, "They were just good." Like none of those were the same.
Did
One of them
he
didn't
even
have
chew?
potatoes. I don't know what happened. It was two were gone. Like I was still cooking the other two when the first two was done. It was so fast, Sha. But one had hot sauce, one had no cheese, and one had no potatoes. Every person got their own thing. The
Right.
only two that were the same was the first one I made for him, and the
Mhm.
last one, half of it was the same because I made that for me and I split it with Gabby.
Right.
But yo, he did work. But yeah, I tried to like I'm trying to get back in the flow of it because they wake up earlier than me and Gabby for school.
Okay.
And Michaela's really good with that stuff. She doesn't eat breakfast, but she's like she wakes up at like 5 in the morning, does coffee on her own. She's all of that.
Right, yes.
But
Yes,
this
yes,
is
she's been doing that since he was, like, 10 or
real
something.
talk. That's a vibe. Like she run the house in the morning. But Aiden, this is his first time where he's gonna get up early and like he's gonna be doing that on his own fully. So I want to like leave some of these ready so that he could just kind of pop it in the oven, the microwave, and have like a full meal in the morning. So I'm
Mhm.
experimenting. I was thinking like, oh, you could try this and see if you like it. I didn't know that it didn't matter. It just
Yeah,
needed to
no,
be
you
cooked.
honestly I think you could literally leave out a trough full of scrambled eggs.
Yeah, real talk.
Just leave literally a Dutch oven full of eggs,
And
and
you good.
then and I don't know, some Gatorade or something, I don't know. I think that's like a side salad.
Straight up.
Literally leave them 6 boiled eggs
Yeah,
and a side salad and some Gatorade, and then just go, "You got this, kid."
real talk. That's all you. Yo, you just ran through them, shot. But
He can be yeah, he can just be one of those people who only looks at food as, like, uh, things that you need for your body as tools. So,
yeah,
he's making, like, raw chicken smoothies like Joel Kim Booster or whatever to make
he's
sure
not
he gets
that
his
far from
protein.
that.
I mean, I see I I don't know your son, of course, the way you know your son, what with him being a part of you and everything, and me only seeing him outside at a garden, but he strikes me as someone that will break down, like, when he gets to a point where he's like, "Okay, I need to eat in a certain way in order to be able to do certain things." Like, I
Yeah,
see that happening his junior year of high school,
real talk. He still hasn't
and
had bagels because he heard it and like takes like 6 months to process it, and he's like been paranoying all of my uncles about them. He's like, yeah, he's like,
About
nah,
bagels? They take
straight
6
up.
months to process a bagel?
He heard some shit like that in school,
Oh,
and like
wow.
when he was like 6, and he's like, nah, I don't eat bagels.
Oh, shit.
Straight up.
Yeah, nah, he is 2 clicks away from a raw chicken smoothie from if he starts talking that way, send him to Joel Kim Booster,
Will
because
do.
that's what Joel has done.
There's there's this dude that does like a bunch of bar exercises. That's all he watches on YouTube. Like
Oh
this is
my god.
straight. It's this like Asian dude with like tattoos, and he's like he does like a whole bunch of exercises in a really nice condo,
Mhm.
and he just does like pull ups all day, and that's all he watches in his room. He's like, yeah, he's like, it's me doing pull ups.
Does he have a pull-up bar? Does your son have a pull-up
That's
bar
the
in the
only
house?
thing he doesn't have. He does them off of the closet, but he does push ups,
Oh, wow.
and
Oh, yeah.
he's been like trying to get in shape.
Yeah. Oh, boy. Man.
Yeah,
Oh, I
getting
hope
diesel.
yeah, I hope you're prepared for that.
Needs a protein. We in
Yeah.
there.
Yeah.
But I bought him all the guy stuff. I'm excited for him to start school. I got him I got him an Axe spray. I figured you gonna need to spray yourself in school. There's gonna be a day
Yes.
you're gonna forget your deodorant.
Yeah, and also he's going to outpower that deodorant.
Amen.
Especially teenage, boys, yikes. I
Real
don't know if
talk.
it's a pheromone or what it is, but man, they stink.
Yeah, it's a solid like 8 years where we smell funny.
Yeah.
Like very, very real talk. Yo,
Oh.
it is unmistakable. Like when you go into
Mhm.
like a boy's room for like eight
Yes.
years, it's in there. Real talk.
Yeah, just baked in, man.
Can't fight it. But nah,
Nope. So, you
real
might as
talk.
well.
Matter of fact, speaking of that, we were like, because we're like getting him ready for school. We're like, we told him, man, like, go through your clothes, anything you've outgrown, put it aside, so we
Mhm.
know what's like your real current
Yeah,
clothing
what you
situation.
actually have, yeah.
Yeah. And like Gabby, and like I'm telling him this, and then Gabby jumps in and she's like, "Hey, give me all your sweaters. I gotta soak them to get that teenage funk out." It was the most aggressive shit I've heard her say in like a month. Like that means at some point her son that loves her hugged her, and she's like, "Yo, I can't overlook this. I don't care
I
how
gotta
much I
know.
made you.
Uh,
That
I
shit
just
is."
see her in your backyard with a cauldron and a staff and boiling water, just stirring these sweaters around for days. Like, "We gotta do this quick, it's getting chilly,
Real talk. That shit
give me
was
your
from her heart.
favorite hoodie, give me your favorite hoodies."
Yo, real talk. She
And
meant that shit with her soul, yo.
yeah, man. Oh my gosh. You
But
might
yeah,
wanna just go about looking for dupes, for
real
copies of
talk.
some of those sweaters where you can just switch them out quietly, and he'll be none the wiser because he can't smell himself. He has no
Nah,
idea.
he ain't know at all. I'm like, yo, bro, these stink, my G. Like, real talk, you wow. He like, he's like, because we asked, I was like, when you gonna watch these? He's like, oh, I want only wear them in the house. I'm like, yeah, but you still stink here. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, like you don't wear them just after the shower. You wear them the whole day. You know
Oh
what I
my
mean? He's like, yeah,
god,
but I don't wear them out.
I
Like,
only
nah,
wear them in the house so they can't stink. I mean, I certainly have clothes like that where I'm
I
like,
ain't
"Oh,
mad at
these
it. And
these
if
are
you
my
live
house
alone,
clothes." But
yeah,
I
live
do I
alone, you
do a
good.
sniff test because I mean, at least for the cat or for my room, I'm just like, you know what? No, you
Yeah.
either need to be washed or I need to thank you for your service, Maria Kondo style, and then just let you go. You cannot be salvaged, but thank you for all you clearly have done a lot for me.
Real talk. You brought me
Thank you.
joy. It's just
Yes.
the joy is over.
Yeah, it's done.
But good luck to them this year. I'm proud of them. I think it's gonna be a good year. They're
Hooray!
gonna do well. Real talk. Kicking us off here. We got a tow truck owner wrecked cars for insurance cash, and the feds say, the feds say as they file charges. The owner of an infamous San Francisco tow truck company is facing new charges after authorities say he intentionally wrecked cars to cash in on the insurance money. In a federal grand jury indictment, Jose Vicente Badillo, 28, Karel Afonsebi, Jason Nahara, and Jamie Respicio were charged with a conspiracy, mail fraud, and wire fraud in connection with two schemes to defraud auto insurance companies. Badillo and Jessica Elizabeth Nahara were arrested this month and charged with money laundering and fraud after federal prosecutors said they purchased a wrecked car, then cashed a $34,000 insurance check for it after falsely claiming they were in an accident. The couple own and operate multiple towing companies in San Francisco, including specialty towing. The new indictment alleges that Badillo loaded a vehicle carrier with 4 cars in August 2019, purposefully drove them off the road in San Mateo County. After Badillo reported the supposed accident to his insurance company, he and Fenzio and Nahara made false or misleading statements to a representative of the company. The insurance company denied Badillo's claim as fraudulent, but paid one of his towing companies $5,200 for recovering, towing, and storing the vehicles involved. As part of the second scheme, they were accused of submitting a fraudulent insurance claim on a wrecked car that they had purchased in May of 2019. The indictment alleges that the car was not drivable when they bought it. It was obtained in an insurance policy for the vehicle, posing as a Offencio was posing as Respicio, falsely reported that the insurance company to the insurance company in August of 2019 that he had been in a single car accident. Badillo alleged that have falsely documented that his company towed the car for the fake accident.
You know
On
what?
this one, the insurance company approved the claim and sent them a check for $47,000.
This is so why don't you use your powers for good? Do you know, like, I feel that all the time, like, all of this work it's why I'm not a criminal. You gotta really, like, cross your T's and dot your I's, and you miss one T, and now this will happen, and so I'm like, "I don't wanna risk it." I'm not as thorough with details as I could be. I'm
Real
very
talk.
slapdash, but this is like, I'm just trying to figure out, okay, so first time they got a bunch of cars and then purposefully wrecked their truck, and then we're trying to get insurance claims on each car or something, but
Yeah,
they
I think they were trying to get the money on the cars.
okay, and they got denied that, but they got insurance money for towing the cars.
Yeah, it's like a
Okay.
double dip
That
because they
is a
get
yeah, you were dipping a lot. So then
yeah.
they were like, "Okay, so let's just move to 1 car. They're not
Ah,
gonna give us all of these cars, but let's see if we can do single car accident style."
yeah,
So they bought a car that was already wrecked
right.
and then said that they were in a single car accident.
Hmm.
But wouldn't there be record of that car already being wrecked? Is no one checking the Carfax? What is
Yo,
I can't. I mean, I guess not. I guess none of that matters. There's no big registry of cars. There's not a huge big book of cars that someone has to go to and turn comically big pages and look for the VINs and whatever.
yeah,
But I mean, that's just I guess when it's your world, you know what I mean? I guess you figure out ways you try to find ways to cheat the system.
right.
But I'm not saying owning a tow truck is already um a scam. I'm just saying you can easily scam people if
Yeah,
you owe a tow truck. Like don't I don't know, just live within your scam.
yeah. This was too much.
This was a lot.
You doing $50,000 scams? Like, I don't know. I feel like to your point, tow truck is like to me it's money printing.
Yes.
Like real talk, you drive around a certain city, uh, any city over like 200,000 people, you
Mhm.
could drive your tow truck around and make $1,000 a day. Like you'll see people with like enough of an accident that they'll need you to tow me somewhere.
Right.
So you already got and they're vulnerable, so they'll pay anything.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? So that's already like you scamming. You already doing it. Then on
Right.
top of that, you could charge whatever you want to the insurance company. You were doing that hustle. You know what
Right.
I mean?
Yes, it is definitely a scam. When I was in Charlotte a couple of weeks ago, um, where I performed was in, like, clearly a new kind of, newly built, section, that had, quite a few clubs and bars and restaurants or whatever, and it was popping. The
Okay.
place was popping. Not much by way of parking, however.
Uh,
There were some lots that were just the teeniest bit of a walk away, not even a walk. I imagine if you live in Charlotte and you're used to everybody having 2 cars, and driving 2 cars to the function that they were just like, "I'm never gonna be able to walk from this lot," but it's really not that bad. Um, but there are some each place had, like, maybe 5 to 6, maybe 10 at the most spots in their little but they're all
Yeah.
tucked up on each other. So, across from that, there's like a CVS or something, and it's closed, and there's just this wide open CVS lot. So people, of course, want to park over there. And some places would be chill about that, and some places won't. They were not. Literally, people would they'd get out of their car, they hit their fob, and they walk to the street. By the time they hit the street, you can hear the chain from a fucking tow truck and being chained to their car. Like they weren't even in I mean, it used to be in a more genteel time,
Yeah.
you waited for the dude to get into the venue to come out and discover that his car had been towed.
You're right.
These motherfuckers didn't even get a chance to cross the street.
Yo,
And once they put that chain on it and they start to move, once you're on the truck, you on the truck. They ain't
you on
never
a
I've
truck.
never seen anybody go, "All right." So now they're just like, "I'm right here. I will
Real
give
talk.
you whatever." And they're like, "Nope, you're on the truck." And I'm like, "Damn, dude,
Real
you
talk. You
fucked
can't
up
enjoy
their
the
whole
party. Yeah.
night." Yeah, like,
You
what if
can't
they
go
were
to the
just
club
running to
after
get
that.
some food or something, and now it's a whole ordeal. I was like, "God damn,
Real
can't
talk, yo.
the
There's super
hustle
villains
is
out there.
super villains."
Real talk. Yeah, I got no pity for any of y'all. I'm pro hustle, not this time.
I
Mm-mm.
That's good. What hustles are you against?
This is def one of them. I am
Mm,
I think tow company tow company hustle, I'm not with it.
okay.
Um what else am I not with?
Yeah,
I
'cause you always manage to find the good in a hustle.
yeah, like I've been really happy with this too good to go thing. Have you tried like the too good to go food app?
Oh, is that where they have food left over and they don't wanna
Yeah,
throw
at
it
the end of
out?
the day, yeah. So
Honestly, that should I mean, I guess I didn't realize it was an app. That should just be a service.
yeah,
Like, but not I mean, like, that should just be an understood I feel like I've seen some restaurants where they're like, "If you come in after 4, everything's, like, half because we can't use it tomorrow.
right.
So, like, just come in or whatever." And I guess that's what this app does is it collects all the places that does that?
Yeah, like you like kind of like you same idea. Yeah, like you say, hey, I'm gonna show up at this time. You buy it, and they
Mhm.
like reserve the
Okay.
leftover food for you, and you
Alright.
show up and pick it up at the end of the thing. I
Mhm.
like that. Trying to think of any new ones that like I think are weird. I don't know. Um,
Well, how do you feel about ghost kitchens?
oh,
You know? Because that's
huh.
a man, that hustle.
I
Because
was my first ghost kitchen experience made me mad.
mm,
Uh, because I showed up, I ordered tacos.
okay.
Taco place was in Bushwick.
Mhm.
I pulled up. It was a bar at the address, and
Mhm.
and like I looked around. There was like 6 people in front, and they looked at me, and they're like, "You looking for tacos?" I said, "Yeah." They're like, "Nah, it's around the block." And I go around the block, and it's just like a regular house. They let me in,
Wow.
and I'm like, yeah, they're like, "You here to pick up an order?" I'm like, "Yeah," but like, they're like, what?" Like they thought I was a driver. Like he sent me to
Oh.
like an area to sit, and I was like, "Nah, this is my order." And he said, "Okay, what food?" And like I had to tell him. And like then as other drivers came in, like I realized that there was like 6 different foods they made out of this kitchen. Like he made like
Wow.
pasta, he made tacos, and like it was just a regular apartment in Bushwick. Like I was just in a house. And like I don't know, like I'm cool. I like the ingenuity of it. Like
Uh-huh.
yeah, no, I'm still okay with it. I
Yeah, it's okay.
yeah, I like it.
How were the tacos? Were the
The
tacos
tacos are
okay?
good. That's why I went to Bushwick for them. Because like I had them before, but they were delivered to me the first time.
Right.
So like this time I ordered it coming from a comedy show. So I was like,
Uh-huh.
I'll just scoop them up.
Right.
And I'm thinking I'm gonna be in a restaurant, but now it's just
Yes.
a dude making tacos. And like he had a I know I annoyed them because like everyone else was a driver picking up food,
Right.
whereas I was waiting for my food. So
Right.
like they had like a flow. Like
Yes,
there
and
was like music playing loud, and they had like hookah
right.
that was being smoked by like people that weren't working but were just there, like
Yeah.
because I think they just lived there,
Right.
you
Yeah.
know. And like
Yeah.
I'm over here like, yo, what's up with my order? And like every time I ask, they got to turn down the music to attend to me.
Right.
Whereas I
You'll
think all the Uber people and
just
they
go and
just know
grab
like,
them.
yeah, I'm just grabbing and leaving. But nah, I still fuck with that. You did something positive with your Saturday night. I think it's cool. I might open an Uber kitchen now.
I don't think you will. Your
Nah.
son will eat all of the stuff before any of it can get delivered.
How you don't feel good about ghost kitchens?
I'm not I don't know if I've, used one, you know what I mean? Because
Yeah.
I think every place that I don't order from a lot of places, but the places I've ordered from, I've actually, at some point, been driven by or something. I'm like, "Oh, that's where I get my" Yo,
But
the
like
first
you wouldn't consider it a ghost kitchen if like for example, my corner, there's not my corner store, but a corner store near me
Mhm.
has like 5 listings on Seamless, and
Yeah,
they're each like different specialties.
if I look at I'll look at what the restaurant is, and I look at where it is just to see how long it'll take, roughly. How far away is it, how long maybe will this take to get to me? But then if I look someplace else and I recognize the address, I'm gonna go, "Wait, isn't that the" and I look that up. So part of me even just doing the research before ordering is just kinda seeing roughly where they are.
Yeah.
So if I stumble upon something that way, I'm gonna be like, "Nah, you got too much going on. I want a dedicated kitchen." Do you know what I mean? The only ghost kitchen where you're cooking anything that I want out of is my own personal kitchen, or a personal kitchen of someone that I know.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Otherwise, I mean, I'm already putting a lot of faith in the food as it is, but I'm not I don't wanna knock their hustle. I absolutely believe that you can do very good Chinese food and Italian food out of the same kitchen. I
Hell yeah.
don't doubt it. Um, but yeah, I don't know if I would be like, there if I get something wrong, like if I get somebody else's food and it's not even in the style of what you know what I mean? Like, I ordered fried rice and I literally am getting chicken parm, and I'm like, "This isn't my mouth was not ready for this at all." I mean, I'm not anti it. I mean, great, do what you gotta do, especially during COVID times, like, I guess capitalize, but,
Yeah.
it is kind of weird. Uh, yeah, so I don't know if I would search that out. Well, I don't know if you can search it out. I mean, if you hadn't have gone by to pick it
Yeah.
up, you would not have known, and that's kind of the thing, is that I wouldn't know it was a ghost kitchen unless I go there. So if I ordered something from this place and it's fine, I'm gonna keep ordering even if, because it's rare that I'm not necessarily looking for I look to see where it is, and I'm like, "Alright, that'll get to me," and then I kinda go from there, but
Yeah.
it is rare that I have stumbled upon a ghost kitchen unless I read about someone talking about their experiences, and I'm like, "Oh, wow, that's kinda crazy."
Real talk.
Um
Ghost kitchens get me because like I don't want to see the place. Like if you got 5 stars, I don't want to go there and discover that like visually it don't match what I'm eating.
Oh, sure,
You
yeah.
know what I mean? So I don't even want to break the magic. Like, nah, be like keep chefing in that apartment. I'm good with it. I still order from there. My mistake was telling Gabby because she's like you. She was like, I can't do it no more. I
Right,
was like, I
yeah.
don't. She's like, I don't know that. I don't know the people cooking. I was like, I hear you, but
Right, they weren't hired, and they could be perfectly fine, but I don't know, they weren't hired. I don't know, there's just a line I just feel like if I am paying I don't know,
I'm like, I
I
don't know
get it.
anybody at Taco Bell. I don't know anybody at McDonald's.
True, all of
I
that
know
is
the person
true.
that hands me the food, but I don't know who cooked it.
Yeah, that is all true, but it's just like, there's a contract. There's there's a social contract that you have unwittingly entered when you are agreeing to order food or to cook food or you know what I mean? And
That's
this
fair.
it kind of goes against the social contract, and it's hard to shake that sometimes. You know what I mean? Like it's a little hard to shake. You want to think, I'm helping out. Not that you're not helping out someone who's starting a ghost
Right.
kitchen, but sometimes it feels like maybe you're not helping out someone who, what I mean? Because not all of them, not here's the thing, not all of them are somebody's kitchen. A lot of
Oh,
times it's a restaurant and they are just doing a bunch of shit.
right.
So when you pull up, it's a completely different restaurant. And they're like,
Yeah, I've
"Oh no,
had
but
that a
we
few
also," you know
times.
what I mean? Um so
Yeah,
or
I
it's
had
not even as tangible as you pull up and it's someone's apartment. It's just a dummy address all so you're like, "Well, where the fuck is it coming from?" You know what I mean? Like that's a thing that's happening as well. So like if I can't call the Better Business Bureau on it or there's no fucking and but also ask me if I eat a lot out of other people's kitchens. I don't,
Yeah, that's fair.
you
Yeah, I
know?
gamble with food. I'm good with that.
Yeah, and I don't
You know,
necessarily do that.
the amount of DMs I've gotten about Sausalito turkey and boar's head
Look,
in
the
general
people are worried about you, Gastor.
ain't gonna change, baby.
You were talking wild business and
Still out here.
everyone yeah. Well, there was did you see the new report of like what they found in the
Don't
boar's
care.
head See,
Seasoning.
Really? Really?
You found flavor.
Shit is seasoning?
If that's what the pigs are eating
I can't.
to make
See,
it taste like that
everybody who sent this to me and they were like, maybe this will change Gastor's mind. And I was like, it
all day.
won't. What I tell you.
Had a
What I
salami and
tell
cheese
you.
yesterday. Real
Oh,
talk.
all
Got
right.
Sausalito in the fridge as we speak.
Okay, great.
Ain't changed.
Just
Real talk. I
burning,
get
getting ready to destroy you.
every day. I buy a pound Sausalito turkey, salami, their American cheese, and a random third pack every single week.
A random.
Like
Okay,
a
so
random. Like
yeah.
sometimes I get like the
See,
spicy chicken. Sometimes I get like I just mix it up.
see, everybody. He's not.
Ain't
He's
changed
never going to
once. Ain't
change.
kill me. Ain't kill Aiden. We out here taller than ever. Real
Okay.
talk.
All
My
right.
my son is tall as shit.
Okay.
Real talk. He's eating all of them. I eat all of them. I'm still the same kind of regular. My stomach ain't hurt once.
Uh huh.
You know what I mean? I'm
Boy.
out here.
Okay.
I'm loyal, down to the soil, okay?
Yeah, that's where you're going to end up on the ground, clutching yourself one day. What happened? All that Sausalito got to you.
If you would like to come over to Gastor's house for some breakfast, burritos, and Sausalito sandwiches for lunch, okay? All you gotta do is subscribe to the show, baby. If you an Apple or Spotify listener, we appreciate your ratings. 4 stars. Your stomach ain't built for that kind of meal. I get it,
No, it's
okay?
not. You have to be a growing boy or a crazy man.
5 stars, you made a steal, baby. Iron stomachs, okay? Good food. You here with us, baby. If you have any articles you want us to cover, please DM us directly on Twitter and Instagram at Silky Jumbo at Gastor Almonte. Shout outs this week to An Apple a Day, FCBLJ, Winnie Lock, and the 30 some odd people that DM'd me really concerned
I'm really
about Boar's
concerned.
Head. I appreciate all of you. Real talk. I will be fine, okay? With all that said, I am the never dying off of Boar's Head, never letting go, okay? Real talk, I'm here forever with Boar's Head. I'm going to get it tattooed on my arm. Gastor Almonte.
That's how they'll identify your body when it's found in the middle of the street. You drop dead after one bite.
With the Boar's Head denier. Okay.
I'm trying to live. I just lost 100 pounds. I'm trying to live. I don't know if I really should be quoting Big Pun right now, but but man,
Shalewa Sharpe. Real talk. You know what's wild? I know that I'm gonna live like I'm gonna die at like 95, 100, and people gonna ask, "What's your secret?" And be like, "I don't know. I ate that crazy Boar's Head."
right?
That's gonna be me in the video. Yeah, ate that shit every day. Did nothing. Real talk. It was salmonella and the chipotle. He ate that soup.
Yeah.
Nothing takes him out. Catch y'all next time. Peace.